So now we need to create the pill class. And when you're thinking about the pill, you should be when you're thinking about creating the pill class, you should be thinking, do I need a group, right, to manage my pills? Because that would mean that you need to inherit from the sprite class, right? And so we look at all these pills, and do you really want to blit all of them individually? Do you really want to run update on them individually? Of course, no. And so, of course, for the pill class, you would want to inherit from from the sprite class, right? And now you want to think about, okay, well, what do I want to do here in my constructor for the pill? Well, of course, the first thing you want to do is run the constructor for the sprite class, and then you want to think, my pill is a sprite on the screen. So since he is a sprite on the screen, he will definitely need an image. He'll definitely need a rect. And other than that, I think you might give him a speed. That would be helpful, right? That would determine how fast he moves down the screen. And is there anything else that we need? Well, okay. So now we need to think about what we need to take in or set as parameters for our constructor, right? Well, let's assume we have a speed, an image, and a rect. Well, what do we need for our constructor to properly build our pill, right? We might need this speed variable, right? Because the yellow ones might move slower than the the yellow ones would move slower than the more valuable black ones. So that would be something that you want to pass in to the constructor. And then the width and height, I believe, well, if they're going to be different for each pill, you would want to pass it in in the constructor. But yeah, I had mine set up all being the same, so we don't need that or that. And then for our rect, that is our positional information of where we're going to place him on the screen. And does he need that X position? Well, do these pills start out at different X positions? And the answer is, if I run it, you can see these pills, right? They are all starting out at different X positions. So yes, that would be needed in the constructor. And what about the Y? Well, you don't see this, but the pill is starting out like right above the screen, right? So you just don't see it. And so the Y positions of all these pills as they're starting out are all the same. So we do not need this. It would just be negative pill height, basically. And yeah, we don't need this or that because they're all going to be the same size and the same width and the same height. And so I guess one more thing that we would need is that each pill has a unique density value, right? So we would also need to have that both as an instance variable and as an argument coming in and set as a parameter to the constructor, right? So we can go ahead and set the density value equal to whatever density we want to make this pill. So yeah, so that's basically what we need for our instance variables, and good luck on putting the pill class together.